Have you ever felt like your mind is tired, like you're always thinking, always comparing, always worried, and still not moving forward? In a world full of distractions, noise, opinions, and pressure from all sides, it's easy to forget one important thing: yourself. Yes, you. Your heart, your mind, your relationship with Allah, your inner peace, your growth, your journey. When you stop focusing on what others are doing and instead start focusing on what you are doing, your life begins to change. Your mind becomes clearer, your heart becomes stronger, and your path becomes brighter. That's what today's video is all about. The more you focus on yourself, the stronger your mind becomes. We're going to explore how Islam teaches us to look inward, build ourselves from the inside out, and create a mindset that is powerful, peaceful, and guided by the light of Allah. But wait, this isn't about becoming selfish. No, this is about becoming self-aware. It's about understanding that real change doesn't come from outside approval or validation. It comes from within. When you take care of your mind, your soul, your heart, and your relationship with Allah, everything around you starts to improve. You start to attract better thoughts, better habits, and even better people. Focusing on yourself means taking responsibility for your emotions, your actions, and your time. It means letting go of distractions like gossip, comparing yourself to others, negative company, and the constant need to please people. Islam teaches us that the heart and mind are deeply connected. When your heart is connected to Allah, your mind becomes strong. You stop being shaken by the world. You stop breaking every time life gets difficult. Instead, you rise with purpose, with patience, and with power. If you're trying to build yourself but don't know where to begin, this is your starting point. And if you're ready to live a life with mental strength, spiritual peace, and personal growth, then this is your sign to start focusing on yourself today. And remember, if this video touches your heart, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers. Your support helps us grow and spread the light of Islam to more hearts around the world. 1. Focusing on yourself is the beginning of real strength. We live in a time where everyone is trying to keep up with others. Social media, trends, opinions, all of them distract us from the one person we should be paying attention to, ourselves. When you focus on yourself, you begin the real journey of strength, not physical strength, but the strength of your mind, your heart, and your soul. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean being selfish. It means taking responsibility for your life. It means asking, what kind of person am I becoming? Am I growing? Am I improving for the sake of Allah? Am I letting go of bad habits and building good ones? These are the kinds of questions that bring real strength. When you stop comparing your life with others and start improving your own habits, your own thoughts, your own connection with Allah, you start to see results. You become more peaceful, more focused, and more confident. And this is the strength Islam teaches us to build, the strength of self-awareness and self-control. For everyone, from among you, there are angels replacing one another, in front of him and behind him, who guard him under the command of Allah. Surely Allah does not change the condition of a people unless they change themselves. When Allah intends evil for a people, there is no way to turn it back, and for them there is no patron other than Him. If you want to grow stronger, you can't wait for the world to make you better. You must take the first step. You must take ownership of your own journey. When you focus on yourself, you're planting seeds of growth in your heart. Over time, those seeds grow into wisdom, discipline, and calmness. People who focus on others, on gossip, comparison, or judgment, waste their energy. But people who focus on themselves become wiser, more grateful, and closer to Allah. They understand their purpose and start walking the straight path with clarity and intention. One of the best ways to focus on yourself is to spend time in quiet reflection. Ask yourself every night, what did I do today? What mistakes did I make? What can I improve tomorrow? These small reflections build a strong, focused, and peaceful mind. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't take care of it, weeds of doubt, jealousy, and anger will grow. But if you give it attention, water it with good thoughts, feed it with the Quran and prayer, it will become a place of peace. So start now. Focus on yourself. Turn down the noise of the world. Start listening to your own soul. What does it need? What is Allah trying to show you through your challenges? These are the questions that build a strong mind, not just for this world, but for the hereafter. 2. Stop comparing yourself to others. One of the biggest enemies of inner peace and mental strength is comparison. It is a silent thief that robs you of joy, gratitude, and purpose. When you constantly compare your life to others, their looks, their money, their success, their relationships, you forget the blessings that Allah has already given you. And that creates restlessness in the heart. Allah has created every soul with a unique journey, a different test, and a special purpose. No two people are exactly the same, so comparing yourself to someone else is like comparing the sun to the moon. Both shine, but in different ways. You were created to fulfill your own role in this world, not to live someone else's story. Do not covet something in which Allah has made some of you superior to others. For men, there is a share of what they earned, and for women, a share of what they earned. Pray to Allah for His grace. Surely, Allah is all aware of everything. The more you compare, the more your mind becomes filled with negative thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'm too slow. I'll never be like them. These are lies whispered by Shaitan to break your confidence. But when you focus on your own journey, your own progress, your own relationship with Allah, your mind becomes stronger and your heart becomes lighter. You must understand that people only show what they want others to see. Social media, for example, is filled with smiles and success, but behind every photo there is a struggle, a pain, or a problem that's hidden. No one's life is perfect. So why compare your reality to someone's highlight reel? When you stop comparing, you finally start living. You begin to see your own strengths. You begin to appreciate your own blessings. And most importantly, you start to walk your own path with confidence and trust in Allah. You realize that the only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Islam encourages us to compare only in one case, and that is when we see someone who is better in faith, character, or connection with Allah. And even then, it should not be out of jealousy, but out of inspiration. Seeing someone who prays more, gives more charity, or speaks kindly should motivate us to improve ourselves, not feel less about ourselves. There is a secret peace that enters your life when you stop comparing and start focusing on your own growth. You don't need to rush. You don't need to compete. Life is not a race. It's a journey of becoming who Allah created you to be, with your own timing, your own story, and your own blessings. And always remember this: Allah doesn't reward you based on how your life looks compared to others. He rewards you based on your efforts, your patience, and your sincerity. So keep going. Stay in your lane, trust the process, and know that your journey is beautiful, because Allah is guiding it. 3. Build a strong relationship with Allah. If you truly want to build a strong mind, a peaceful heart, and a purposeful life, then you must build a strong relationship with Allah. Nothing strengthens you more than knowing that your Creator is with you, guiding you, hearing you, and protecting you. Everything else in this world can be taken away: money, friends, health. But if you have Allah, you have everything. Life will test you. People will disappoint you. The world will pressure you. But when you are connected to Allah, nothing can break you. You may bend, but you won't fall. You may cry, but you won't lose hope. Because deep in your heart, you know that Allah's mercy is greater than your pain. His plan is better than your understanding. To build a strong relationship with Allah, you must first talk to Him, not just through formal du'as, but through your heart. When you're walking, talk to Him. When you're driving, talk to Him. When you're sad or happy, whisper your feelings to Him. Allah listens to every word, even the ones you don't say out loud. Make prayer your anchor. The 5 daily prayers are not a burden. They are a gift. Each prayer is a moment to pause the world and stand in front of the King of Kings. Use it to pour out your worries, ask for strength, and thank Him for what you have. When you pray with sincerity, your heart feels lighter and your mind becomes clearer. Also, read the Quran often, even if it's just a few verses a day. The Quran is not just a book, it's a direct message from Allah to you. Inside it, you'll find answers, comfort, and guidance for every struggle you face. The more you read it, the more your mind opens to the truth. And the stronger your mind becomes, the closer you walk on the straight path. When you build a relationship with Allah, your self-worth rises. You no longer seek approval from people, because you know your value comes from the one who created you. You no longer panic when things go wrong, because you trust the one who controls everything. This is the kind of strength that no gym or self-help book can give you. It comes from Iman, from knowing your Lord and loving Him deeply. You'll also notice that your character improves. The more you love Allah, the more you try to follow the example of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You become kinder, more patient, more forgiving. And that builds a strong mind, one that doesn't react out of anger, fear, or pride, but one that is calm, wise, and full of mercy. Sometimes people wait until life breaks them to turn to Allah. But you don't have to wait for pain to build this relationship. You can start right now, at this moment. Just say, Ya Allah, I want to come closer to you. That single intention, if sincere, can change your life. When Allah becomes the center of your life, everything falls into place. You become stronger mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Because now, you're not walking alone. You're walking with the support of the one who never leaves you, never forgets you, and never stops loving you. 4. Control your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your life. What you think about constantly becomes your reality. If your mind is full of doubt, fear, anger, or sadness, you will feel weak and hopeless. But if your thoughts are filled with faith, hope, and positivity, you will feel strong, calm, and powerful. This is why learning to control your thoughts is one of the most important steps in becoming mentally strong. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant good seeds, like gratitude, patience, trust, and positive thinking, beautiful things will grow. But if you let weeds grow, like jealousy, worry, hate, and negative thinking, they will take over and destroy your peace. So you must be careful about what you allow to stay in your mind. Negative thoughts often come when we face difficulties. When life feels hard, when people hurt us, when things don't go our way, the mind starts whispering, "You can't do it. You're not good enough. Things will never get better." These are not your true thoughts. These are whispers from Shaitan. His job is to make you feel weak and hopeless. Your job is to fight back with truth. The truth is, you are not weak. Allah created you strong. You are not alone. Allah is always with you. You are not worthless. You are valuable in the eyes of your Creator. These are the kinds of thoughts you must repeat to yourself again and again until they become your reality. Also, be careful of what you watch, read, and listen to. Your thoughts are influenced by what you feed your mind. If you are always watching negative content, angry people, or listening to music that fills your heart with sadness, your mind will reflect that. Instead, feed your mind with the Quran, stories of the prophets, inspiring lectures, and positive company. Controlling your thoughts is not about ignoring problems. It's about facing them with the right mindset. It's about believing that no matter how hard life gets, Allah's help, is always near. It's about training your mind to see light even in the darkest times. Remember, a strong mind is not one that never has negative thoughts. It's a mind that doesn't let those thoughts stay. You are in control. Don't let your mind be your enemy. Turn it into your greatest supporter by filling it with truth, faith, and light. The more you take control of your thoughts, the more powerful you become. And the more powerful your mind becomes, the easier it is to rise, to grow, and to overcome whatever life puts in your way, with the help of Allah. 5. Seek knowledge for self-growth. If you want to grow, rise above your challenges, and become stronger in your mind and heart, then you must seek knowledge. Knowledge is light. It guides you when everything else feels dark. It strengthens your faith, improves your understanding, and opens your heart to truth. The more you learn, the more confident you become. And confidence is one of the strongest tools you can have in life. Many people feel stuck because they stop learning. They repeat the same mistakes, live in the same pain, and face the same fears, because they don't know how to change. But Islam teaches us to seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. This means learning should never stop. And the more you learn, the more you grow, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Those who have knowledge are not the same as those who don't. Because when you learn, you don't just become smart, you become wise. You don't just understand the world better, you understand yourself better. Knowledge helps you see life with clarity. When you learn about your religion, your purpose becomes clearer. You begin to understand why things happen, how to respond, and what truly matters in life. You stop chasing the wrong things and start focusing on the right ones. That alone makes your mind stronger, because a focused mind is a powerful mind. Seeking knowledge doesn't only mean studying books in a classroom. It means reading the Quran with understanding. It means listening to scholars, watching Islamic lectures, reading about the lives of the prophets and righteous people. It means asking questions and being curious about your Deen, your character, your emotions, and your future. When you make the intention to grow and learn for the sake of Allah, He opens doors for you. He puts light in your heart. He blesses you with wisdom and understanding. He makes it easier for you to make the right choices in life. And most of all, He brings you closer to Him, because every step you take in learning about your Creator, your religion, and your purpose is a step toward Jannah. Learning also helps you improve your mental strength by showing you how to manage your thoughts, emotions, and habits. You learn how to stay calm during hard times, how to trust Allah more, how to control anger, how to forgive others, and how to stay grateful even when life is difficult. These lessons are powerful. They turn you into a warrior, not just outside, but inside your mind. Don't ever feel like you know enough. The more you grow, the more you realize how much you still need to learn. Even the greatest scholars were always humble in front of knowledge. So be eager. Be hungry to grow. Take time every day to learn something new, no matter how small. Over time, those small lessons will change your life. Make a habit of reading the Quran daily, even if it's just one verse. Reflect on its meaning. Think about how it applies to your life. Attend Islamic classes. Follow trusted teachers. Ask Allah in every prayer, Ya Allah, increase me in knowledge. Because when your knowledge grows, your soul grows. And when your soul grows, your mind becomes strong, focused, and full of light. Knowledge gives you purpose. It builds your confidence. It removes doubt. And most of all, it makes you closer to the one who created your mind and heart. So seek it, love it, and never stop growing. Because the more you learn, the stronger you become, for this life and for the next. So dear brothers and sisters, now you know the path to a stronger mind isn't outside of you, it's within you. It begins with focusing on yourself, not for pride, not for selfishness, but for peace, for purpose, and for your connection with Allah. When you stop chasing people and start chasing personal growth, your life changes. When you stop comparing your life to others and start reflecting on your own journey, your heart softens. When you choose silence over gossip, patience over reaction, prayer over worry, that is when your mind starts to rise above the noise of the world. If this video inspired you even a little, please take a moment to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers. Your support helps spread light, knowledge, and motivation to many more souls.